Hi everybody, we're live. You can keep going if you want You look gorgeous. I love it. He doesn't want to be down here. Wait, I have to ask you something. That's again. Wait, come here. What's your You missed our karaoke session for an hour. Okay. Well, how I'm not singing. I'm going to discover and I'm going to well, not your birthday. You know, it doesn't surprise me that you would try that. Today's topic. No, today's topic sucks. It's like I can't.
Raised by girls. Yeah.
I was like, you.
Just remember my answer is you. 먹기를 다시
Okay, let's play. Let's play. Oh.
여전히 같은 말일 테니까.
You're both annoyed that I'm wearing sometimes. I'm just kidding. I need a pee. Gus, this is disgusting. It's actually. This is I'm embarrassed. Put on, can you put on the candy shop? Hey, Court, candy shop. Whatever it's called. Candy. Okay, yeah. Probably go back. Mario Kart. Gus, do you have a charger?
Huh?
Do you have a charger?
Yeah, it's in my bag. It's in the main pocket, the big one.
I literally saw it. That's a nice sharp knife.
Thank you.
Alright, where's an outlet? Courtney, where's another outlet in this room?
There's some back there, but I think it's up and it's fine.
Okay. What the hell?
There's still over here. Sorry. I don't know.
Serene? Yeah. No. Like the word serene. SERENE? Oh, okay. Oh,
Thank you. How are you? I'm so tired, guys. My God. Why is it feel like on Monday was like that? Like, like it's something in the I don't know why.
Hey, can you guys put your masks on?
I should have been going this morning, but I don't feel I'll tell them. I just like to let people know the mask mandate, even though I stand here, is still in effect. Try your best to put on your mask on the chamber. Thank you. Okay, put your mask on.
Don't try your best. Put the mask on, please.
Put your mask on. Yeah, you stand right over there. I know. This is wild. This is gonna be one of the. Oh God. Okay, let me go. I'm gonna come back. Ivan, former vice chairman.
Yvonne.
Not Yvonne.
Barbara, and then no one else.
You're not here to that you have.
Yeah.
All right.
I actually will forward you email and send it. Did you take out that one?
Sorry, guys. This is so.
I slept at the office all day. I got there at 11. I left at 4. My brain just like picture. I just got here. Can you take Mr. President, I need your statement. I've yelled at people to go to the restaurant and yeah, I got Nick to make a comment and like we're like, like people who still don't have it on. Yeah, so not to bombard you. No, you're sick. How are you? There's no outlet over here. That's the thing. I legit need an outlet. I think we're charging their stuff There's a surge protector inside.
No, not executive. Oh, Andrew.
Let's play like Century.
Yeah. Oh, that's, yeah.
You want to go for lunch? I'm not sure if they made me because
Oh my gosh.
Huh? I'm not sure if they made me because I don't know.
Oh my gosh, you smell so good.
I just don't know what it is.
You know what it is? I know
Don't like imagination. I'm just afraid I'm really not naked. What if I never step outside? I'm not comfort zone. If to make some mistakes, when you saw the stress that
So that because the garden,
All right, once you're ready, let's set up. I'll take a stop.
nothing.
Give it.
I like sports.
Okay, hang on. No, I know, I don't care. That's right, I just woke up. Where's my alarm? That's Alright, y'all need to get out of my phone.
Hold on.
Another question for me?
At 1%.
I just saw your
It's all a magic to me. Every day you are your song.
You know if you brought up the certificate, you was still in the office. No, I saw the email. No? Okay. Oh, I'll go get it then. But you know what I'm trying to say.
If the iPad's not in here. Victor, I don't know. Why do I feel like there's more women that aren't here?
Some people have
Augusta.
Yours doesn't have batteries in it. I have it. I'll find batteries. Don't worry. Yeah. Yeah, I have a question. Yeah, it's like yours.
All right. Anjali, how we do? Everything set? All the This is my song.
Bye. I'm done.
You guys probably should do that as well.
Yeah, we're happy, breaking, feels lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical. Oh yeah. Some nights and night when we forget about the deadlines. It's
If you are a senator and you do not have your clicker, come get it now or forever hold your peace because I need batteries.
Let us begin to take our seats.
I do, I know. I'm very proud of that.
All right. Let us take our seats. Let us call this meeting to order, and we will begin with opening roll. Roll is now open.
I'm coming.
We only have 30 senators in the room at the moment. Someone could have to do a chair for the vice president over there. What you do? I'll leave it open till 40.
I don't want to like.
All right. Okay. Right now we're at 31. I believe 32 is quorum, so we'll hope to get that next vote. We're at 32 or 30 there. Okay. It's Kevin moves to approve last minute. Senator Thomas moves to approve last minute. There's a second. Senator Goldsmith moves to approve last minute. Any objections? Seeing no objections, we're going into public comment. Any public comment this evening? Senator Clyde.
I just asked for unanimous consent to add top of the election report to the election commission report.
All right, so it's been a move to add election commissioner report. A second, Senator Thomas, second, any objections? Seeing no objections, all right, so forth, so moved. Any other public comments? Senator Wu, I saw you. We're in public. Are we not in public comment?
Yeah, no, I said not for essay. Yes,
Oh. So why? No,
I know, I just saw that.
no, no, Senator Clyde, I was so confused for a second. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the new public comment. So we're going straight to the public. Any public comment out there? We're going to go to you, I believe Mr. Kelson, right? I'm not speaking for. Can someone pass the microphone to Mr. Kelson back there? Do we have the mic? Are they circulating? Oh, there you go.
Good evening, thanks. Well, we're a week away from almost spring break, so.
Put your
mask on. Good job.
Okay, just want to start off with everyone happy, going to 3 months. As well as one wishes, today is Ash Wednesday. And to go off that, I just want to bring up, the issue of racism and discrimination against, several religious and cultural communities on campus. That has been a problem for not only the past year, but the last several years. And, this issue, I really do believe does have something to do with SA. Not only SA, but as well as the nursing administration has not been enough to combat these issues. There has not been enough support for several religious and cultural communities on this campus for a while now. We need to really support all students, and this student association needs to work for all students, represent all students on campus, no matter what their religion, race, ethnicity, culture, or background is. You work for students, you represent the students, and you're representing for the entire student body. So my point I want to make is that I'd like to see more working together, and just go off that as well. I know last year, the kind of administration, their campaign motto last year was Unite US. Well, I really feel like it's on anything but that. Instead, has actually torn this campus and student body more apart. It's more politically polarized than ever before, and it really it's important to see there's so much animosity, hostility in the student association, in the Senate body, in the executive branch. It needs to stop. It needs to end. There needs to be more clarity. There needs to be more communication from the executive branch to the student body. There needs to be more normalcy, actually. We need to really get together and start working for the students. Thank you.
Yes, Senator.
It was stated in the comment that the current administration is not always the right way, and the minute you have false information, and the law was for people for kind of
Any other, we would public comment. Any other public comment? I'm gonna go straight to you.
Hello, members of SA. I believe that I speak on behalf of most of the people in the campus center and on this campus who aren't wearing masks, that it's time to end the mask mandate. Now, I'm a member of Empire Commons, and you may not want to listen to me, but I think that we should listen to our politicians. People like Eric Adams in New York City, who has ended the mask mandate for many schools and businesses. Or how about Governor Kathy Hochul, who just today ended the mask mandate for children or people in K-12 schools? Or how about current President Joe Biden, who in his State of the Union address did not wear a mask, and nor did any of the other people at the State of the Union? I think that you all should stand with these leaders. They should stand with Mayor Eric Adams, Governor Kathy Hochul, Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Vice President Kamala Harris, and President Joe Biden in sending a message. The time for the mask mandate has ended. Thank you.
Any other public comment? I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go straight there. If you pass my there, and I'll go back to you. Just make sure you say your name for our clerk, so she's able to get that back accurately in a minute.
like your third.
Not to interrupt, these points were bad, but, I think it's slightly unprofessional for me to start bringing the bill outside of the car right now, but, all things do, so. Yeah.
Any other public comment? I promise.
I would also like to speak on behalf of ending the mask mandate. Last week, Governor Kathy Hochul sent a clear message out to the state of New York that we need to end mask mandates in schools. This mandate is listed in K-12 effective today, Wednesday, March 7th. The governor pointed to the CDC's latest advice, which states that most people do not need to wear face masks in indoor settings, as well as evidence that the Omicron surge is no longer a priority threat in the state. For instance, the drop of new cases of COVID-19 by around 98% since January, and the drop in hospitalizations are encouraging evidence to start lifting these mandates and restrictions. She did note that this does not mean that all counties must abide by this listed statewide requirement, considering different counties in the state have a higher rate of transmission. However, this is where I'm confused as to why this school in Albany, New York has not immediately spoken about lifting our mask mandate. Another student school that you all might be familiar with is the University of Buffalo, which will no longer be requiring masks to be worn on campus beginning this weekend on March 5th, regardless of vaccination status. Vice President for Student Life at UB, Brian Hamlet, stated that, quote, with rapidly declining case numbers in Erie County and a strong vaccination rate at University of Buffalo, we welcome this emerging return to normal. Now, Buffalo and Erie County and Albany County are both related as medium risk areas, with UB having a student population of close to 30,000 and here at UAlbany having one around less than 20,000. This evidence should be strong enough for UAlbany to consider lifting mask mandates as a priority concern as the University of Buffalo has. Now that the COVID-19 guidelines on the city system have changed to allowing schools as individuals decide whether they will continue to mask their students and staff, I recognize that you strongly consider the points I have stated regarding this issue and urge the administration to end the mask mandate for the population here at UAlbany.
Any other public comment?
Hey, I'm Steve, I'm a college student, I'm a junior. I also think that the national mandate should be left as well, just for a couple of reasons. One reason is basically we have a better understanding of COVID-19 after 2 years of this pandemic, as well as 3 shots. We understand that we need to have a certain level of risk assessment here, and the thing is that people need to accept a certain amount of risk in their life to accept certain types of freedom. And we see this basically with the governor currently lifting the mask mandate. They basically did a risk assessment and concluded that it really is not going to destroy public health if we were to lift this mandate. And I think that we should follow suit like other schools did as well. When we also need to understand that we have therapies, we have vaccines in Albany that we can give to students to make sure and encourage them, but maybe it shouldn't necessarily be something that we force on them. Obviously, vaccines work. I've gotten my 3rd dose. Everyone should get their 3rd dose. That's, basically out of the question at this point. What we really need to focus on, though, is extending personal liberty and stop kind of like restricting personal liberty of students on this campus. Respecting the personal liberty of students on this campus is extremely important because the COVID policies here have negatively affected the college social experience for many new underclassmen. And also, we should probably try to roll back on these policies for the sake of student mental health. We have many of these policies. I've heard many stories of underclassmen being threatened to be evicted from their dorms for having meetings of more than 4 people in their dorms as a freshman. I remember before COVID, this was something that would happen regular, but now it's something that can get you kicked out of school and put on academic probation. These types of policies are really bad. We need students to be able to socialize again, smile in public again, and be able to actually enjoy themselves. And also the harsh punitive measures, like I said before, are not a good way to do this. This is another top-down measure that frankly is not popular. Students aren't following it, and we see that every single day in school. So,
Any other public comment? Former Vice Chairman Dakiao, go on.
On the way to the chambers tonight, I was wearing an N95 mask. I decided to take it off, thinking it would be a good idea to wear a double mask instead. I should have worn it. The real story of COVID-19 goes beyond the numbers that are being cited tonight. It is on the lives of the families of public health workers, essential workers in this country, and those who were disproportionately being affected by the lack of health insurance, access to medical care, and that includes on campus. It is just disgusting that we have a space like this in the university cuddling very dangerous conversations and rhetoric about liberty and a misconstrued conception of it. And this is a call for all senators as well. So elevate the kind of leadership that you all are doing. If you are all running in this election and you do not have detailed and substantial platform, shame on you. Raise your standards. But that's not why I'm here tonight. Good evening. My name is Ivan. I am the president of Pride Alliance and Minority Philosophy. I am here to promote the USC Yoshi Kim Scholarship, which basically is a scholarship that was launched last year to extend and celebrate the legacy of Yoshi Kim, renowned Cutie Pop leader and former Pride Alliance president that passed away sadly due to illness. We are asking for 2 short essays for the scholarship. We started with $250 for 5 people to start it small, but now we're trying to expand it to $400. And again, this is a call to senators. Hopefully we can find ways to add and increase the kind of resources and support, direct support like this, especially for my individuals on campus. The due date for this is March 23 at 11:59 p.m. You can find the form on my involvement. I'm very honored to introduce one of the inaugural Yoshi Kim Scholars, our current Cutie Pop chair, Alyssa Camera. So if you have any questions, ask them about the scholarships and ask them about anything about Pride Alliance. We really intend to continue our long tradition on campus. And then the next quick thing is tomorrow there is a United University Professors Rally at 12 p.m. on campus. And one of the things that I wanted to speak on, which I will be speaking on tomorrow, is to expand the East Asian studies to go beyond the 3 countries that are richest in the continent. Maybe we should include other nations in that continent and show as much importance as we have to the other diverse identities on campus as well. And Minority Philosophy, for the last thing, is launching a creative journal this year titled Just Thoughts. The theme is viral, which is basically anything that relates to the word viral in any kind of creative expression. Some people are writing on HIV/AIDS awareness. Some people are writing on viral culture. So if you have questions about that, check math.uolb. And thank you so much, Mr. Chair. It's been a pleasure to be back. I am out.
Hold on. You can just put on a mask because all those senators are doing it. Thank you so much. Any other public comment? I don't know if we're going back. Only first comment. You don't do 2? Thank you. I'm sorry about that. Any other public comment from someone that has not given one? No? Okay, then we're going to go to campus climate. Let's say Goldsmith first. Do we have the both microphones over there in the public? Okay. Let's make sure one seat on this side and one gets on that side.
First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you for all the students
in the public, the council came today to voice their opinion on everything that goes on in negotiation, what we vote for, and everything to do with it. It's important to hear what you guys have to say. After all, we were elected by you. So I'm very thankful that you guys came in and told us how you feel, and we should take what they say into account. I understand the mask mandate is a very controversial topic on this campus. We should do our due diligence as elected officials for the student body. Ask the students what they feel like, do polls, figure out what they want, and see what to go from there. Represent them properly, not just how we feel. It doesn't matter how we feel, what they feel. They voted us in. So please, when we talk about this, remember that we are representing them and how they feel. We had a lot of people come in today with two different opinions. It's important to figure that out. I hope everyone else has a very great night tonight. It's a very stressful night tonight. It's going to be a very stressful night tonight. It's going to be a tiring night, and please, can we have this a very kind, constructive, happy night tonight? I hear laughing. Could we please just try? That's it, just try. And I yield my time to the rest of my time to the person in the public who wanted to speak but wasn't allowed to speak.
Can you repeat that, Eddie?
That requirement is very specifically for members of the body.
You're only allowed to speak once in public comment, and a member of the public wanted to speak a second time, and I feel like we should hear what he has to say. We are representing them at the end of the day.
So, would you just let him go, let him go. I'm not.
It's also allowed because we did it last week when I yielded.
That doesn't make it allowed.
That was a thing.
That's debate on the bill.
I just think it's kind of rich coming from people who, some people in this room aren't even wearing their mask correctly. A lot of people weren't even wearing their mask before, but yet telling everyone else in the public to wear their mask. I think that if you guys at least are committed to the mask mandate, then you should at least follow the rule equally and not make a fool of yourself. Thank you.
Hello, Steve.
Hey guys. So this is kind of quiet. Is it okay? But I'm kind of loud.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Yes,
Yeah.
for specific reason, yes.
Okay, so this mic's kind of quiet, but I'm kind of loud, so it'll be fine. Okay, better. So the first thing I want to do is I'd like to ask for unanimous consent to add the election commission report under university reports, since I'm actually in campus climate.
So Jaeger, second that, objection? No objections, all right, thank you. No, but that was done, we published.
With that, I'd also like to, take a second to recognize that we do have some past essay leaders in the room. Ivan Daffio, I think he's in that. But we have the former chair, Brian Renfren, and, regardless, we do have to acknowledge they did do stuff to this body. Another thing I want to quickly mention is that I shouldn't have to have student groups telling me that, they're concerned with not being able to present, asking for their funding because we're starting late. That's just kind of silly. Or just girls start on time. Next thing, standards in this body are not their convenience, they're universal. Please make sure that if you're gonna go out of your way to try and hold other people accountable, that you're holding yourself accountable too. You'll hear more about that later. Next, University Council, as your undergraduate representative, want to let you guys know we're meeting March 11th at 1 p.m. It is open to the public. It'll be in the E-Tech building. If you are working on anything big or small or something you think you want to bring to the council, please let me know and I will present it to them. I do have a lot of legislation in the works speaking on that, and I'm one person and I need help. I put in the group me. If you have it silent, which I wouldn't be surprised if you did, just give it a look. There's a lot of ideas in there. I have some cool things coming that I'd love help on. And yeah, I think you guys have a lot of potential. So let's get it rocking and rolling. With that, I'd like to ask for unanimous consent to move the fair trade bill at the bottom of the legislative agenda to the top, considering that there is a student who has taken time to put plenty of materials out for everyone to present this and has come to not only myself and Senator Kaiser, but the chair and vice chair as well.
You're gonna move, is there second I move? Second move, second I move it. Any objections I move? No objection, remove that move so there for order.
Thank you, and with that, I yield back to the chair, and I reserve the balance of my time.
Senator Gray.
Hello, everybody. Hope everybody had a good night. Thank you for everybody that spoke in the public comment. I just want to say a few things. From public comment, somebody said we should follow politicians. I disagree. I respect the opinion, but we should follow science. The fact as much as it's declining, that means it's just, as much as COVID is declining, that doesn't mean it's gone. I work out open med, people are still dying day in, day out due to COVID. Their lives are changing, people are selling respiratory, people can't have a normal life due to COVID, right? So believing that the mask mandate should be lifted due to personal freedom, I understand, but at the same time, you have to look for the health of the majority, even if it takes a bit of your freedom. Because what's the point of freedom if you're dead? So by that, the school also does not need to follow what the government does. It needs to follow what the student body needs, not wants. If the body needs to be healthy, if they want to be free, the body needs to be healthy, as I said. And that's the last point I'm gonna say. The vaccine does not mean you can't get it. That means you can still get it, you can still die, but it lowers the possibility of dying. And that's what the science says. And that's all I have to say. And thank you very much.
Okay, Senator Klein, this tonight. All right, then. That's all I want to make sure I can clear your hands this time.
Hi guys, first I want to start off by saying, even though it is March 2nd, every month is Black History Month. Every month is also Women's History Month. I just want to say, I feel like if you're like someone that just wants to hear yourself speak, they just want to talk. Middle Earth is a great resource. And they will listen to you for hours to come. So if you feel like you're not getting heard, maybe hit up the hotline, have a nice little chat, and think about it.
Senator Klein.
I don't have the number for Middle Earth off the top of my head, but I'll read it on the now. So it's good to see that we haven't come down to being a school board yet. Almost there, but maybe. So just a few things. This past weekend, CDSA had its executive committee meeting. If y'all want to see what we're advocating for, just a little sneak peek, I got it right here. As mentioned earlier by former Vice Chairman Zacchiao, that there's a rally tomorrow at 12 outside the Performing Arts Center. I ask that you guys are all there. It is important that we are advocating for student needs, and that's $200 million additionally in the state budget for SUNY to operate. Secondly, I just want to touch a bit on what members of the public said. Yes, the mask mandate has been lifted. Yes, SUNY is a public university that receives state funds, and that